What's up, guys and girls? Lazy Dragon here, and welcome back to Headspun. I hope you're all ready to go to bed, because that's what we're doing. Night night. See you all tomorrow. Only joking, of course. We've got a video to make. We've got some Headspun to play. It's now Thursday in January. Oh, everybody knows that chilly Thursdays are a thing in January. We better watch out for poor Theo. Still in his coma? Well, he's not technically in his coma. He's still laying on his bed refusing to move, like a lazy flip. Can't swear on the start of videos anymore. He's not technically comatose, he just acts like it, shall we say. Spends all this time laying there, sleeping. Very occasionally gets up and mumbles something. Right, time to go and check in on Teddy, make certain he hasn't burnt the place down while Ted's been sleeping. Yes, out we go. We've got ourselves a brain to fix, a cortex to re-cortexalize. We've got to hire more people, we've got to get more of the building, you know, not on fire. But at least the corpses have gone. We've removed the corpses. Oh, and we fixed this lift as well, didn't we? There we go. Let's get inside. Task complete. Come on then, bounce in the lift. Let's go. This is where I find out that the lift just takes us into hell or something, right? Oh, where are we? I don't recognise this part of the brain. Oh, the restrooms. That's good. We haven't been here for at least a week by now. He has got to be bursting for a go at the urinal. Damn, the restrooms are disgusting. I need to get this place fixed up. Oh, there's rude graffiti. Oh, what was the point in me not swearing during the start of the video if they're just going to put that in the game? That's obscene, laddies. Children could be watching this. They could be learning how to draw that exact diagram with a marker. I would recommend a permanent one. All of the others tend to wash away in the rain. And they could be writing that in anything in public, you know? Could be doing it on street lamps, could be doing it on fences. Personally, I'd recommend doing it somewhere where it won't be immediately visible until somebody gets closer to it, and then they go, and they have that moment of realisation. I mean, don't graffiti things, don't be doing that. I'm a good influence on the kids. Is that graffiti supposed to be me? Oh, that depends. Do your friends normally call you a knobhead? Because if so, probably you. Nobody's been up here in weeks. Was this from before the accident? Did people think that I had genitals sprouting out of my face before the accident? I thought we all got on, but behind my back they were drawing penises coming out of my forehead. Was Teddy right? Am I only remembering what I want to remember? I don't know why you'd want to remember being called a dickhead, but yeah, probably. Did my old staff really think that little of me? Was I that much of a tyrant that they were forced to deface company property in order to adequately vent? Actually, you do have a bar, right? You've got a bar and a cinema and plenty of other places for people to vent. I think they were just being twats. They drew on the toilets because they were bored. There's no way I can talk to Teddy about this, because he's probably the one that drew it. Maybe I can see if Theo has any advice. I'd like to avoid this being an issue with the new team. You know, out with the old knobheads, in with the new knobheads. I need to show them I'm down to earth, one of them. A normal, everyday human man who does not in fact have a scrotum coming out of his face. Wait, why is the task learning how to be a good manager? Why is the task not cleaning up all of this graffiti? Oh, damn. I thought you'd give me a second task, like get somebody in here to scrub all of this. These bathrooms are new. We've just sort of opened up access to them now that we've got the lift repaired. The least you could do is send someone in there with a mop just to clean the place up a bit. But there's the same graffiti there. What's this? A tie? Oh, we got a new tie. Hey, that was worth it. Apparently everyone in the company hates us, but at least I've got a tie. You can't say fairer than that. What's this? Oh, that's the coffee machine. Why does it have a balloon strapped to the front? Is that for the children to play with whilst the adults are making coffee? That's nice. Oh, and we can go to the R&D lab through here. Oh, so it all connects together. So I can't get to control through there yet because I think there's a fire on the other side. But it does all link up, that's good. I just need to, you know, get the rest of the brain fixed first. Oh hey, I can sneak into Teddy's quarters. I wonder what's in here. Teddy hates it when I'm in here uninvited. But what if he's hiding a tie? Maybe I could steal it. He did steal it! I found a second tie! Oh, the tie brigade is out in force today. I now almost have enough ties for an entire work week. We've got a whole 4 of them. And hang on, I've lost the lift. I'm supposed to be going up to the next floor. The ties, man, I was just so focused on them. Where's the lift? I thought it was here. How confused am I? Oh, there we go, finally. Now let's pay a little visit to the memory bank while we're here, shall we? See if there's any new memories that have been recalled in here. Hey, Ted. I know you wanted to piece together what happened before the accident, but I'd really appreciate it if you could help me recover all the missing memories. I will certainly do my best, Arnold. Please stop having panic attacks in the middle of the workplace. It makes us look very unprofessional. If you've got mental health problems whilst living inside somebody's brain, that's a you issue. You go deal with that on your own time. Right, so where are the other... Can I see any new memories? We haven't unlocked anything else. That's a shame. Lame. Who's ready for another fulfilling day of... This is the wrong room again. Is it the second time I've made this error? I guess we're talking to Theo now. For all of you Theo fans out there. You're good with people, right, Theo? I like to think so. I need to show the new team I'm one of them. I need to prove it that I can let loose and that I'm not just their boss. And what's brought this on? I'm worried that I might not have had the respect of the old lot. That's not what happened, was it? You went to the bathroom and had a big sad. Actually, somehow his explanation sounds better than mine. Maybe I shouldn't be using the word big sad in the workplace. Yeah, it's all one word, it's hyphenated. Makes something to watch out when people give you the big sad. Well, that's very big of you, Ted. Big what? Big sad? Big depression? Big upsettingness? She knows, she's onto us. Very specific choice of words there, Thea. I bet she drew it. Went up into the bathroom and just went, look at me. This will force Ted to come and spend time with me, won't it? I'm just going to keep drawing knobheads all over the bathroom until he visits me. Thea is, of course, the yandere in this situation. Just spend some time with them outside of work. Have a few drinks. We can't do that. The bar's still on fire. And I'm fairly certain the cinema exploded. We all live and work here at the Cortex. Show them that outside of work you can be just as fun as the next guy. So long as the next guy isn't Teddy. That man parties hard enough for an entire brain's worth of people. Have a drink or two and just talk to them like people instead of employees. Does that mean I have to learn their names? I've been calling them Brain Cell 1, Brain Cell 2 and Brain Cell Fuckface. Right, now we need to figure out how to repair the bar. Oh, and the restrooms. 2,000 to repair the restrooms. Are we gold-plating the toilets? 2,000 credits? What madman came up with these prices? Why does the Imaginarium, a place that sounds straight out of Dr. Seuss, cost the same to repair as the sodding bathroom? God damn. The bar and a theatre cost less to repair than the toilets. Jesus Christ, the plumbers in this place must be making a mint. Damn. Right, oh, I still need to hire more people, don't I? That was a side mission at some point. And then there's more things in here to buy. Not like I can afford any of them. I have to keep spending all of my money repairing this Cortex instead of buying Roombas like I really want to. Roombas and ties. It's the only things that Ted is interested in. And somehow he has to convince people that he's a normal human being. Just like them. Alright, dickhead, ready to start the day? Go ahead and boot the system up if you're ready. What, is that it? No snide comments, just a single insult and then we're off to the races? Okay, I'll take it. Slap that thalamus! This is a long loading bus. Ah, we're awake. So what can I do? Oh, I actually just have control of him. I thought it was going to be another day where we get like the cutscenes. No. Cool. Oh, hang on. I need to summon one of you. Charlie. Charlie. I need you to come up here and... I've got a task for you somewhere. I can't remember what it was. I'd like you to repair the staff room. Yes. Get to work. That'll be 2 whole rooms in this man's brain. Fixed. Can you say better than that? What's going on? Oh, it's you again.
I managed to sneak you in some food. Don't tell anybody.
No, that's the same cutscene we've had a dozen times by now. Is she fattening us up? We thought she was a nice doctor, but she's actually the witch from Hansel and Gretel. She's going to shove us in her oven as soon as we're capable of walking. Let's speed through the... You've seen all these activities before. I've shown them in previous episodes. I really would have liked it if they had some more mini-games, because they are a bit repetitive. And you know, I try to liven it up with sort of talking about random crap. But the game could really do with a bit more diversity. And I'm not talking about the fact that every character so far appears to be white, although that hasn't escaped my notice. It could really do with more cutscenes and more of everything, really. Like, it's got the bones of a good game, but there's just not enough. You need more. More needs to be here. Give me 100 activities that I can somehow do whilst I'm sitting in bed. Let me do a crossword that is big enough to, I don't know, fool somebody who's really smart. Lucid and dieting. Acrylic and dairy. Oh, agape. Agape and amobia. Balcony. No, wait, that's baloney. And creek, not balcony. Bashful and equip. And baloney. It's the same words now. They're even repeating the words. Come on, game, I had higher hopes for you than this. What is this nonsense? Get it together. I might as well do the working out one again, you know, why not? Heave ho, heave ho. Well, we beat our high score, and now my fingers hurt. I think I gave myself carpal tunnel syndrome doing that. That's it, we seem to be getting most of our rewards just from the hourly bonuses. So I may as well just nap. They'll reward me for sleeping, so, you know, why not?
Shift finished.
Well, that's the end of the day. We lifted weights for 8 hours. Well, I guess that's it. Although we do have lots of money again, so now we can fix up some more of the brain. And hopefully that staff room will have been repaired as well, so we can go have a look in there. Alright, let's spend all of our hard-earned dosh on a room that will probably have graffiti inside of it. Right, let's hire one more loser. Hello there, yes, you can come and join us. Perfect. There's now 5 of us living here, and we've earned a new tie, I believe. Great stuff, Ted. You've hired 5 new staff members, and Cortex is starting to feel a bit more like a normal workplace again. I mean, removing the corpses probably helped with making it feel normal, but you know, sure. Whatever you want, Theo. I know you could care less and don't need incentivizing, but I've had a little something sent to your room. Check your wardrobe. Ooh. What could it be? I know it's a tie. She told me it was a tie last time. She's terrible at surprises. Right, now wait. Notice, please stop playing violent or disturbing material in the Dream Theatre. We've had complaints these nightmares are affecting Theo's sleep. Oh, so that's why I get bad sleep. It's because my imaginary brain people are too busy watching horror films inside my own head. That makes sense if I was a crazy person. Right, what should I fix up next? Let's fix up the bar. Yeah, fix up the bar. Perfect. Perfect. Done. Dunzo. Dunarino. If I was any more done, I'd be Robert De Niro. Right, shall we have a little peek in the staff room? See what it's like in there now that it's all patched up? Oh, and the bar that'll be fixed tomorrow as well? It's all coming up, Cortex. And, oh, it's still under repair. Guys, you realise you work here as well. Do you want to maybe get in there? No, you just want to stand around chatting? Ugh. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, we got a police officer coming to visit at some point. What if Theo hit somebody? What if he ran over some poor person and simply can't remember? Oh, I'm sorry, Ted. I shouldn't be spreading these rumours, but I just love fear-mongering so much. I never got to do it back in my old organ, but ever since you hired me, it's been so much easier to do it up here. Well, we survived the day, and we got 3 whole ties for our trouble. I mean, 3 ties. You could put one around each of Cerberus's heads. That's how many ties we got. And that's also how I teach maths to children. Hey, you know that giant mythological dog? Count how many heads he's got. Sleepy bye-bye time. Welcome to Friday. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Where's my fun tie? It's Friday. We need a fun tie on Friday. Oh, look at all of these. Oh, they give me actual benefits. Stress -1, concentrate +10, store prices low. Oh, we're having the store prices one. Put that one on. Perfect. Oh, that's an ugly tie. Oh. I only wear it because Theo got it for me, and it gives me a massive discount in the shop. Yay! We can get the team to do something else. You know, that age-old task of clearing away the debris post-explosion. Oh, part 2, we've moved on. We're now Super Average Joe. Haha, I can do everything in an average way. I can save cats from trees, but I won't get a 5-star review on Superhero Yelp afterwards. Yo, ready to go to work? It's going to be a good day. I can feel it in my waters. Teddy, are you telling us in some very uncertain terms that you have pissed yourself? A good day? Your optimism baffles me. You know that, Teddy? Wait, why is Teddy saying this to Teddy? Is he gone schizophrenic on me? But what? Okay. Oh, yeah, sure, you keep going on about Theo and wanting him to recover. What? You're a very odd one, Teddy. He's also got a proposition for us. Why not let me help? Properly, like, share the burden of all this blood. Bring me into the decision-making process. Safe, yo. Ted, I know you're the only shareholder, but let's split control the Cortex down the middle. No. That's the end of that. You're a condescending piece of shit, you know that, Teddy? I'm surprised he knows the word condescending. You might have the smarts, but I know Theo, I know what's best for him. Let me steal a ship every once in a while. That's the trouble, Teddy. If I let you steal a ship, you'll crash it headfirst into an iceberg. Oh, Titanic burn! You need to let me do my job. You just, keep existing. Fine, but in the midst of whatever stress-related meltdown you have next, just remember that I offered. Let's wake up Theo. Slap that thalamus! Holding a different letter that time, I like to mix it up to keep things interesting. Oh,
how goes it?
Hello.
Sleeping
You're not a
Beauty?
police officer, unless you're like an undercover cop. He doesn't like me accusing him of being an undercover cop. Probably because every undercover cop has to reveal that they are in fact an undercover cop if you question them about it. That's what TV taught me. If you go up to someone and ask them, are you a cop, they have to answer honestly. If they don't, they're a criminal, and then their police friends will have to lock them up. That makes sense to me. That's how our legal system works. Right, I feel better, I guess. You creepy detective in disguise.
Good to hear. So, what's going on?
Well, I'm still stuck in the bed. What does it look like? Oh yeah, we need to find out some more of what's been going on whilst Theo was
before the
unconscious.
accident. I mean, I haven't seen you in a little while, maybe 3 or 4 months, maybe. We had a creative difference on the direction we should take the comic, but that's all water under the bridge now, man. Don't worry about that.
I mean, it might be a creative difference, but he at least had the decency to show up whilst we're in the hospital, so I'm willing to forgive whatever happened to them in the past. Which is good, because I don't think we have a choice in the matter. So I'm going to be the bigger man and get rewarded for it, even though we would have been forced to do that anyway. Right, what's up with your hand? Learn anything about the accident? Yeah, learn anything about the accident, that's what I care about.
Not really. Sorry. Maybe one of your London friends knows more. They've probably seen more of you recently.
Somebody sounds jealous. Oh, jealous little comic book friend. Eesh, that was a bit snarky, wasn't it? Huh? What do you mean? Teddy's just woken up from a week-long bender. What's going on? What's happening? Why am I in someone's brain? Ooh, this is squidgy. I imagine a brain would be squidgy to walk on. Like you're walking on a giant sponge, filled with neurons and brain meat. Dude's a bit jealous of Theo's life in the city, I guess. They grew up together. Sounds like he's just being protective. Jack, can you stop bobbing your head from side to side? Stop it. Stop it. I feel like I'm watching a metronome. Ding, 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 ding. At the end of the day, Jack's the one who's visiting here though. We haven't seen anybody else giving up their time to check in on him. As in, literally nobody else. Theo must be pretty tight with those London chums, eh? Yeah, alright Teddy, you don't need to remind us that Theo's got no friends. He's a Billy no-mates, alright. What's up with your hand, Jack?
Yeah, it's fine. I cut it on a damn scalpel when I was cutting some comic panels out. It's better than it looks.
Do you want to sit in the bed for a while? I'm rested, you can have hospital rest for a bit instead. Come on, come get in the bed with me, Jack. That's the thing that friends do, right? After they haven't seen each other for months, they get in bed together. And the final question, do I seem any different to you?
It's nothing I can put my finger on, but you do seem different, like more thoughtful maybe, like wiser or something.
Yes, because I'm at the fucking wheel now instead of letting Theo do things.
Which is a great look, by the way.
Yeah, but he's wiser. That's because there's like 4 of us managing his brain now. More thoughtful, eh? I guess that's a good thing. I mean, it's not a surprise. Theo might seem different. Everybody on our last payroll died. We're starting again from scratch, rebuilding, with hopefully fewer deaths this time around. We can dream, right? Maybe this time around we'll get through the rest of his life without everybody dying horribly in a fire. There's something still bothering me about Jack, you know, something I can't place, something I can't work out. Is it the fact that his head keeps bobbing from side to side like he's one of those nodding dogs? Because that thing's sort of throwing me off. I imagine he's the Churchill dog in disguise. I haven't seen the Churchill dog for years. Are they still making those adverts? Man, I need to get more up to date with my car insurance adverts. That's what I need to do with my free time, is watch more adverts. Right, let's get to work restoring memory files, and as Dr. Peters said, everything should start slotting back into place. Or I could make stuff up. We were in a car accident because we were rescuing orphans from a pack of wolves. Also, the car was being driven by a giant tub of peanut butter. And more random words that are thrown together sort of Mad Libs style. That's how we got into our accident.
I've been working on this new character for some time now, and now you're back in the land of the living. I want your input.
Okay, what new character? Huh? What's he jabbering on about now?
So, it's for a totally new character. The protagonist for a new series set in the Super Average Joe universe. A brand new hero for a brand new comic.
And he's so excited about that he needed his inhaler.
You've got some time on your hands now. Maybe you could start some designs?
Oh, I see. Okay, he's trying to abuse us whilst we're laying down, trying to trick us into writing comics for him. That fiend. I imagine this is probably what happened to some poor comic artists, though. They get out of a coma or a crisis and immediately their company is on them going, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Finishing up this month's issue, as they hand them a pen and paper. Eh? You've forgotten Super Average Joe? Bloody hell, Ted, mate. We can't have Theo forgetting this one. I could explain, but I'm not going to. Super Average Joe? Huh? Who? What?
Ah, shit, yeah, your brain thingy. Don't worry, I'll bring you up to speed.
Go on, then. Go... What? Why? You just said you're going to bring us up to speed, so hey, let's pause the game whilst we debate whether or not we should listen to him. We've only got the one choice. What was the point of pausing? God damn it.
Super Average Joe was our comic book idea, like a decade or so in the making. We came up with this idea when we were like 12 or something. So it's this world, right, where everybody is a superhero, everybody. Powers are just something you're born with. But Joe, right, he doesn't have them. He's like totally average, but that's not a bad thing, see, because there's always a catch, a downside. All powers come with a heavy price tag, but Joe is free of this burden. He might be average, but he is the true hero in this world.
Not gonna lie, the start of that story sounded like the plot of My Hero Academia. You live in a world where everyone has powers apart from the main character, and he shows us all that you don't need powers to be a superhero. And then he eats the hair of another superhero and suddenly he's stronger than Galactus. I think that was the plot of that show. I'm going to be honest, I think I passed out halfway through season 1, and when I woke up they were fighting some guy with a sword who kept licking his lips. It was a weird show. Cool concept.
I'm glad you like it. It was your idea, dude.
Oh, okay, we're just patting ourselves on the back. Cool concept. Thank you, future me. Let me jerk myself off a bit more with that praise. Yeah, my memories are tied into whatever's wrong with the memory bank, so I can't remember Super Average Joe. What? Aren't your memories bound to the memory bank too? Why can you remember all this, Teddy? I don't know. My affinity with the subconscious makes me immune. What? And then the R&D department came up with Super Average Joe. Wow, you're really fired up, aren't you? Look, Teddy, we've got more important things to worry about right now. Let's leave this childish stuff in the past where it belongs. Can't say that anymore, comics aren't childish. They can't be a multi-billion-pound entertainment empire and still be childish at the same time, alright? How about we ditch this whole job thing and just go and work for Marvel for a while instead? Hey Kevin Feige, do you need an intern? I'm available. Both in-game and in real life, you know, I get up to very little. I'll happily sit there and take notes whilst you're discussing the next X-Men films. Alright, tell us about this new character then, Jacques.
Anyway, this new character, right, he's called Stargaze, and he has the power to turn people's own thoughts and desires into tangible forms, which he then has complete control over, like this mask-wearing, dream-weaving puppet master.
I've seen that idea before. Where have I... I've read too many superhero stories is what we're learning, because I know I've heard something like that before, but I can't remember where it's from. Also, the name Stargaze is reminding me of something. It might be the name of a gay club, Stargaze. That could be where I'm getting it from. Don't ask why I know the names of gay clubs, that's personal information. You want me to design him for you?
Yeah, well, that's what you do. Just like you did with Joe, you were born for character design, dude.
I'm not sure. Am I really an artist? What happens if I go back to work and my arms fall off and then I end up in the hospital again? Oh, jeez.
Look, let the ideas sit with you. I reckon Stargaze could be big, just like Super Average Joe. And we need to start fleshing out our extended universe. It's going to take a few characters to really kick things off.
And do you want this new character who can pull people's thoughts into the real world to be fleshed out? He sounds like the most overpowered nonsense ever. Ooh, I'm thinking of a god who can beat everyone and has an infinity +1 shield. Oh, I've pulled him into reality. Okay, well, this idea brought to you by me when I was 6 years old on the playground trying to win every argument I got into.
Well, I mean, big like Super Average Joe will be, once we get it to a publisher or whatever.
You haven't even got it published, okay. We're not even independent yet. Great. We should be following his example. He's got drive, yo. Homie. What are you trying to say? Theo's got drive. I've got drive. We're saying drive too many times now. Perhaps, but that drive was taking Theo down a series of boring-ass roads, and now we're parked in a rubbish lay-by with no map and a broken GPS. The allegory kind of breaks down here, but what we're learning is that Teddy wants his own car.
So, have a think about the Stargaze thing. I reckon it'd be good to get you drawing again, and it can only help with your recovery, I'd imagine. And then maybe you could leave that boring job of yours and we can get Kavinsky and Clay Comics off the ground properly. Look, I need to dash, but I'll catch you next time. And also, I'll do some more digging into the day of the accident, see what I can find out. Take it easy.
I mean, it sounds fun. I like a comic, you know, make a comic book company. We should do it, we should start drawing again. Yeah! Nothing screams rock and roll quite like drawing comic book characters. Teddy he's just a whirlwind of ideas. Looking at him, you wouldn't think he's the sort of guy that goes, ooh, yes, we should draw comic book characters at the first opportunity. But here we are. Your head's so far up his ass, I can't tell where he starts and you end, Teddy. Oh, rectal burn. They have medication for that. You should probably go see the doctor. All I'm saying is it's not like we got anything better to do and now seems like the perfect opportunity to spin the comic project back up. Even if I did agree to his preposterous request, we've not got the right equipment. Hospitals don't exactly have an abundance of art supplies. Well, that's why you steal them. Just wait for the nurse to come in and, you know, take the pens out of her skirt, dress thing. What do nurses wear? I've confused myself again. a super average achievement. We have a whole 11.9% of the brain functional. Some people may call us mentally afflicted. Right, now we can... don't I have another room I need to repair? I think there's another room I need to repair. I'm just going to keep summoning people in here until everything's fixed. Tasks. Go do whatever it is I just told you to do. Repair the bar, that's it. That's what I meant to do. And, oh, Dennis. In you come, Dennis, me old mucker. I think I've got a task for you as well. Hey, Dennis. Let's get you to clear the debris. Hey, look at us, working like a well-oiled machine. Now excuse me whilst I spend the next 6 hours pumping iron. We're going to fast forward through all of this bit. Yay, new high score, 16. Oh, who are you? Arnold, sorry, I did the voice wrong. Hey Ted, how's it going? Oh, hello Arnold. Good, thanks man. Everything okay? Oh, good. I just wanted to let you know your working control has unlocked some new memories. Good. Otherwise we'd be doing this for no reason. Do you fancy swinging by the memory bank after your shift today? Yeah, alright Arnold. I know somebody needs to look after you. You can't be trusted alone for more than 2 or 3 hours at a time, can you? Poor guy, you know. You leave him alone for too long and he will end up just sort of contemplating the rope that is hung from the rafters. The real world is just too scary for the poor guy. Then we take all that money we earned and we invest it. We're a wise investor here. Now we get 300 brain powers every hour. Every half hour. Oh god damn it, she's back with the same meal again. Damn woman, don't you have anything better to do? Oh, right. Now I think we can put him to bed. And I think that should do us for today. So thank you all very much for joining me. This has been Headspun. We've reached the end of yet another shift, or we will have as soon as Theo closes his bloody eyes. I mean seriously man, stop staring at the remote. Bedtime. Time for Theo to go to sleep. Please don't wake up. Oh dear, what have you done? That's the opposite of what I told you to do. And now he's gone to bed. Perfect. And to start off next episode, I think we'll pay a visit to the memory banks. So until then, farewell everyone.